What's up, world? This is another episode of the Intellectual Class Clown, hosted by your boy Tony Talks. Tonight I got my homeboy Chi back with me.
What's good? What's good? It's Chi in the world in the building.
And man, we got a whole lot to talk about. I won't even lie to y'all, man. I've been waiting to get on this topic for about a week now. As soon as I heard it, man, I have been waiting to talk about this with y'all. But first, before we do that, I want to give a few shout outs. First, to the best barbershop in Arlington, Kingsman. These boys have won the best barbershop in Arlington award 3 years in a row and counting. Hey man, I go there to get my fade tightened up. Y'all should check them out. Another shout out we want to give out is to the Daiquiri Shop off of 303 right there off Pioneer side of Grand Prairie. Y'all go there, get your drink on, have fun, get your food on. And also Daiquiri Depot. What's up, Chief, man? What's up?
Man, good, working, taking care of business, man. I really appreciate you letting me come on your podcast, man.
Oh, man, great to have you, man. I think the topic we'll be getting in today is something I think you can add to it. First, man, I'm getting right into it. Fuck it. We want to talk about this Nick Cannon situation, man. Whether you agree, disagree, etc. But right now, my brother has just got fired. Yes, I said fired off of Wildin' Out. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I was trying to figure it out. So fill me in more on that, bro. That's so I can get caught up on it just a tad bit.
Well, I think this steams back to the Deshaun Jackson situation, whatever, when everybody got out on him saying he was making anti-Semitic remarks. And one of the things Nick Cannon said in defense of the brother was, how can we as black people be anti-Semitic when we are truly the true Jews, Israelites, Hebrew, whatever we want to call ourselves? You know what I'm saying? This is something that started with us. And it's kind of like, how can you say somebody's anti-Semitic on that? How could you be anti-Semitic when you are Semitic? Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy when they always want to rush to the defense of, like, I noticed Dr. Khalid Muhammad, when he was on the show back in the 70s, they said he was saying anti-Semitic stuff. The Louis Farrakhan came on there and they were saying he was anti-Semitic. Right. And they all basically said the same thing as Nick Cannon, and they still want to use that. So I've been trying to figure out, like, y'all are more anti-Semitic than we are, if you want to be in a sense.
I mean, he's just basically telling y'all fucking racist. And I'm here to tell y'all are. I mean, Nick didn't say anything more than the truth, but I understand that what he said can be offensive and some people's going to take it wrong. Mm-hmm. But I was just tripping on how many black celebrities went against him. You know what I'm saying? That's the part that shocked me the most. It's like, bro, y'all know Nick Cannon a good dude. Y'all know he wouldn't go out there and say anything bad against any group of people.
They got their coattail pulled.
You think they got their coattail pulled?
Look, them always said, look here, D-Wade or 50 Cent and all them, y'all want this white money? Y'all better get out there and stand up for us.
And who the fuck is D-Wade, bro? Like, I'm sorry to cuss y'all, but I just want to get out there. This is a dude who think it's okay to call his son his daughter, bro. Like, why should we even take an opinion from him? You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna front to you, Dwayne Wade.
He's really promoting sexuality to a child. Like, forget all the extra shit he's doing. Like, bro, if my daughter says she loves men at 6 or 7 and she wants to go to a male strip club, I would be considered wrong, pedophilia and all that stuff. You are no more better than what people think of R. Kelly. Because you want to get your son's sex changed? Like, come on, man.
It's crazy. I don't even think R. Kelly's bad as D-Wade with this.
No, I'm just saying he should be on that line. Like, the world got behind D-Wade, but I'm like, he's basically pushing sexuality to his child.
To his child. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying whether people are born homosexual or not. That's not my point.
Yeah, I'm not knocking that.
But what I'm getting at is, how do you stand behind a kid who says he make a decision at 8? Like, at 8 years old, do you even know what you want to eat today? do you think you should? Like, if you ask an 8-year-old kid what they want to eat for breakfast, they're probably going to say ice cream or candy. Yeah. Like, are we serious, bro?
Like, let me clarify. Like, D-Wade, you can't get mad when the public criticize you. You put this out there for your son. You're supposed to shield your son as a parent. Like, you're supposed, and it's like certain things. Like, yeah, we know our sons probably like girls, but we're not going to go put it on TV. Yeah, my son loves girls so much, I'm going to go let him have sex at 8. Like, come on, like, you're promoting sexuality at an early age.
With that shit. Like, and I'm not agreeing with Lil Boosie with it. I don't think that you should promote sexuality on a child. Now, I'm not judging the brother on, you know what I'm saying? In a crazy way, I see the way, a part of me sees the way Wade in a way like, okay, look, you know your son's, you believe you know your son's sexuality, right? So you get behind it and you try to shield him like any father would shield their child. But I'm just saying that to the sexual side of him wanting a sex change and you jump in on that, that's kind of weird to me. But this ain't even about your funky ass Dwayne Wade. And I'm here to tell you, bro, I used to think you were the third best two guard of all time. Nigga, now you're number 12. Fuck
Damn, I would take the third best shooting guard from him. I won't take him on the court.
I'm taking that shit. I'm taking it. You don't get it no more. Matter of fact, your last name is Union. So
that relationship is fake before we continue. Like,
you think it's fake?
I think you told me a long time ago, and I agree. They just want a reality TV show. Like, to me, I feel like it's always when the lights. They want the lights to always be on them. They just want to do it just to be seen and heard and like, look what we doing. Look what we doing.
Yeah, I feel that way. I mean, Gabrielle Union, like, I never liked her since Deliver Us from Evil. I think she wasn't acting in that movie, so
she did a good job though. I got to give it to her. She played that role well.
She played Gabrielle Union. That's how the way I seen it. You know
she did a good job, man.
She played Gabrielle Union, but I don't want to talk too much about they fuck ass shit. I'm going back to, you know what I'm saying, with Nick Cannon, brother. He to me, Nick Cannon is a good dude. He's truly a good dude, man. And I hate the fact that he's put in a position to where he said what he felt originally, and that's how I felt with it. And then he came back and apologized. And then you got other black people jumping on him like, oh, man, you a fake. You know, you're not really down with the conscious community. You apologize. And I'm like, man, you got to understand the position he's in. You know, I understand the pain behind the apology. I'm here to tell you, Nick Cannon, I'm with you, brother. I understand everything and every decision you made.
I'm with you too, man. I'm with you too.
You know, but what's crazy, he got fired off wilding out. I ain't gonna lie to you, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I actually thought he owned wilding out.
I did too. I thought it was his idea when they brought it back, because you know they stopped for a while.
They did.
Yeah. That's why I thought he owned the name and title to it. I thought he brought the idea to him, but that's what makes it even more word. Like,
apparently, I'm retarded, because anytime you say like someone presents something, kind of like Nick Cannon presents Wildin' Out, I'm thinking he's the owner of it.
And you know what the most disrespectful thing I think I'm going to find out? They're going to replace him probably with either not a coon, but some black guy who's willing to take the money, or some white guy like I seen something like Ryan Seacrest.
Wayne Brady.
Like, and it's just and it's going to be like they know that them ratings are going to suffer, but they just want to show we're still going to replace you. We don't care about the money at this time.
We don't care anything.
Think about the money. Like, we don't care about the money. We just going to show you this is how much of a dicks we're going to be.
Wildin' Out starring Wayne Brady. I don't
Ryan Seacrest.
I don't care if you're saying he's black or white. It's Wayne Brady. Like, however we
like the dude on Mark when they was doing Romeo and Juliet. Don't wait a minute. I'll sell out. Yeah. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that, man. I remember a lot. What was your favorite Martin episode?
Of course, everybody's going to use the New Jack City one.
The New Jack City one when they stole the radio?
Yeah, but you know what's actually the funniest scene to me is when Mark was down on his luck and him and Bruh Man sold T-shirts and he had Whitney Hatton on there. Whitney Hatton.
When it was Bruh Man with the wig on.
He said, "I don't blame Brother Man. I blame the school system." You remember when he came into Gina's apartment? That shit was funny because the picture looked like Ricky Williams when he played with the.
When he played with the Saints. It was Bruh Man in the wig. You know what episode I like, man? Tommy the Hitman Hearns episode. That's my favorite.
That's what a man would do for love.
What a man would do for love, man. Ladies, you hear that, man. What a man would do for love. Stop being in the face of niggas. I'm here to tell you. Look, any lady I'm with, do not be in the face of Mike Tyson, because he probably gonna take you. I'm not trying to fight that nigga. Like, Mike Tyson is like, what, 55, and he's still looking good.
His twerk muscle system, like the way his body twerks, like twerk, like that shit.
I was
not twerk, but twerk. Is it twerk?
Because boxers right now are twerking. I saw Deontay Wilder.
No. I think it's.
I see why he lost.
No, the shit they using. I think it's.
I'm with you, Deontay Wilder, bro. But I saw that twerking video.
Not twerking. Not TWER.
That doesn't look like
TORQ something.
I saw you, Deontay Wilder. That does not look like any boxing regimen, bro. Now I see what happened in the Tyson Fury fight. I love you though, man. We stand. What do you always chant?
This day? You talking about that?
To this day. Yeah. To this day. I'm with you, nigga. To this day is not a twerk song though.
But Tyson take my girl, man. I'm just gonna let him have it. Or I'm gonna have to get a gun. But even then, I don't think no bullets.
I
like
got
if you got
that hit harder than you.
Even if you got a pistol,
you
don't have to hit before all this blood run out. He gonna get to you, so you gonna have to use a shotgun, get something to really hold that nigga.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you again, Mike. I love you, but I got something that hit harder than you, so you might want to fall back. But look, that was my episode, man.
Imagine Tyson in your girl's inbox.
Hey, man, all I'm gonna send him. I am just going to send him a picture of what's inside the cabinets. And if he don't get what happens, after that, that's on him. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really going to look at what she going to say. I'm being honest with you.
I hope my girl correct him on his English.
Nah, man. Mike Tyson is intelligent, man. Mike Tyson. I ain't going to do
Nah, we just taking jabs at you. He actually don't mind if you take jabs at him. Like, I seen an interview, he said he really don't mind people taking jabs at him. Like,
that's a hell of a jab.
Yeah.
We're not worried about niggas taking jabs at Mike. We're worried about Mike taking jabs at us. That's what we're worried about.
Would you for $2 million? Would you take a punch?
But Mayweather, man, hey, I want a lot of money on you, Floyd. But I think I can whoop your ass in a real fight. You better not start that shit. You saw what happened with T.I.
I think Michael J. White can whoop Bruce Lee, and I seen a lot of I'll be so pissed off. I seen a lot of black dudes say Bruce Lee will whoop Michael John White.
They think they're Bruce Lee because they believe what they saw in the movies. You know that. I mean,
doesn't mean Bruce Lee can't. Yeah, he can go, but I don't think he in a street brawl. Michael J. White will wear his ass out in the
I think Bruce Lee will handle anybody like 140 and down, though. I think he got a little something.
He probably can get big niggas, but if big niggas can't fight, like, he probably know how to run around. Like, just do some. But if they're, like, trained like a Mike Tyson or a Michael John White.
Hey, I'm a big dude. I tell you what, you're going to get the best of me for about 20, 22 seconds. After that, you might have a shot. But in them 20, 22 seconds, it's on. You know what I'm saying? 20, 22. But, I mean, I just think we believe what we see in movies, man. But I like that people are not responding to everything they see in movies. Like right now, Netflix just dropped a film with two of my favorite actors and the actresses, Nia Long and Omar Epps. They just dropped a little movie.
About that Fatal Affair?
Fatal Affair, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't watched it. Yeah, I seen a lot of people talking about it on this.
Yeah, I saw good and bad about it. I haven't watched it, but they say it's pretty much kind of like the same story as The Perfect Stranger, Obsession, pretty much.
What's the name? Early and Sanaa Lathan and Morris Chestnut movie.
Yeah, it's pretty much the person meets someone they think is great, possibly thinking about leaving their relationship, and then they realize the person that they're pursuing.
Who plays crazy in that movie?
I don't want to tell everybody because I kind of want them to support the movie, even though I think it's crazy.
Tell me off air.
You know, but the person meets the other person who they think is magical, but they come out to be psycho or whatever like that. And they, then they, go through dealing with this person trying to kill everybody in the family type shit. And then in the end, they end up sticking with the one they settle for type of thing. So it's kind of the same old storyline. Like, it's different.
Yeah, I'm going to check it out. I'm going to try to check it out.
It's not different. That's why I said it that way.
You know what people actually need to watch? If Bella Street Could Talk. It's actually a great movie. It's on Hulu. So basically,
Hulu, nigga.
Hulu. Hey man, I have a lot of.
God damn it, dog. Motherfucker gonna be looking hard as shit talking about where's my Hulu at?
Nigga say talk about Mike Tyson, nigga. You can't talk.
This nigga over here talking about download.
So basically, from what I got, the story is basically placed in the 30s, and the main guy in there, he goes to jail for false. This Mexican girl says that he raped her. The police, but I think the police actually raped her. It never tells you who actually raped her.
So this is about R. Kelly?
No, so the chick in the story, she basically gives you a third person eye view of the guy telling his life story, but it's also a love story too. Okay. But it basically, then one of his homeboys just got out, and they talk about that time Malcolm X was in prison a little bit and saying how he said something like the white man is an animal. Basically the same thing that Nick Cannon said. So it touched a lot of things on how black people got done and wrong in the 30s, but it was also talking about love in the 30s at that time, black love.
Right.
So it's actually a great movie.
It's a great film.
And it is great too. It is great too.
Man. I've been lacking on my movies lately, y'all.
But you've been grinding. I see you out there cutting, boy, getting this podcast up.
Man, I'm trying to get it out, man. Like I tell y'all, man, we got a lot to say, and it's coming from a place of being real. Y'all not dealing with somebody who's on a celebrity level, who's sitting up there worrying about, should I say this? Because if I speak my mind on this, I'm going to lose sponsors. Look, I don't have any yet. But so I'm gonna be real with y'all. You know what I'm saying? And this is what y'all need. This is what we need. People that's gonna go on here and talk about real issues, like you said. The movie talks about the guy saying something Malcolm X, put out basically, where has the white man gone in the world that he hasn't tortured, conquered, enslaved, raped, or pillaged? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I don't think every person is bad based off their race, so don't get that. Just like any of you guys, I have friends that are of all races. So I know there's good people, and I have enemies of all races. So I know there's bad people. But we're saying as a whole, as a race, what has Nick Cannon said wrong? Like, they don't like him saying that, but that's the facts of it. Mm-hmm. Most of black people, man, hey, me just being around black folks, y'all, I'm an expert of black people. The majority of black folks just want to get money, have a good time, and mind their business. You know what I'm saying? So why are we viewed as the savages?
I think Nick Cannon became more of a mark target, and you have noticed since he came out with the whole he's going to do the Dr. Sebi.
Sebi
after Nipsey Hussle.
So he was going to pick up after Nipsey.
Yeah, he was going to pick it up. You remember he made a big push after that. He was the first one to really stick up for Colin Kaepernick before it became more trendy.
Before it was trendy, yeah.
Because you remember he made the music video.
Right.
And I hate to say this, once you go into that lane of sticking up for your people, you got to be 10 toes down.
So now you pretty much have like a target on your back.
Think about it. Think of how they already killing him.
Right.
Think about how they killing his image. So if something was to happen to Nick, I don't wish it on my brother, nothing like that.
Right.
Don't be surprised. That's all I say. I won't be surprised.
Hell, look at Kaepernick. I mean, Kaepernick was a Super Bowl playing quarterback. Like, he went through the NFC. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like diarrhea go through your system when you eat something you don't supposed to.
Al Brown went through
you know what I'm saying? Like, Kaepernick was on the rise, and then all of a sudden, he stayed up for a protest, and now we're saying, oh, he wasn't that good anyway. You serious? Yeah. You see how you do? You see how they spin it around on you? It's like they move the goalposts every time you standing for something real and what's right.
Propaganda and agenda is a lot, bro. Propaganda and agenda. Right now, Nick Cannon is they're, as they used to do the slave, they butt fucking them. How they take it? They take the biggest nigga, butt breaking them. My bad. But it's like they taking the biggest nigga with him having that platform of wilding out and putting on a lot of cats like
they basically they're making an example out of Nick Cannon.
Yeah,
and you see who's gonna back down. However, a big music mogul, one of the biggest, Puff Daddy told Nick, "Come to revolt." He publicly made that and said, "Come to revolt. We need to stick together." God
even said in this thing, he said he stood behind Colin Kaepernick and was saying, not Colin Kaepernick, Nick Cannon, and was saying like, "What do you expect him to do?" He was like, "When you do stuff like that, Nick," he kind of put it in a way like, when you do stuff, you gotta understand this what comes with it. He said, "Come to revolt." He said, "Come to revolt." He said, Charlamagne the God said he was more mad at black people and how they kind of turned on him too, and that's surprising because Charlamagne the God is usually a liberal a lot of times. What is it?
I just say, Nick, if you can hear my voice, man, it's a lot more black people staying with you, brother. It's a lot more black people that ride with you, man. I'm in the barbershop, I'm in the streets, I'm in the malls, I'm here, brother. It's a lot of black people that are standing with you. So do not let these punk motherfuckers who are on Twitter, hiding behind a computer, clickety-clacking on these shit, make you think that this is what the world think about you.
Yeah. Nah, I'm behind you, Nick Cannon. We right here at lower level, but we here. It's really the people that's grassroots that's really behind you, my brother. Like, once I heard you got fired for anti-Semitic, how can black people be anti-Semitic? I never heard a big non-black person being called anti-Semitic for some of the ridicule and spill they spill out.
Because a lot of people don't know the history of the chaos, the quote-unquote Jewish community. People don't know about 500 to 600 years ago. These was a group of Caucasian people from out of the European area, namely Germany, that actually settled in what they call the Middle East now. And they adopted the religion of our people, things that were taught over there. And then now you speed it up to 2020. Now these are the same people that own all the major production companies, a lot of the movies, the music, things of that nature. So now they're telling you, oh no, we're the real Jews. No, you're not the real Jews. Because if you was, you wouldn't call yourself Jewish. That's like someone telling me I can be Tony-ish. No, I'm Tony. How the hell could I be Tony-ish? Somebody else can behave like Tony, and they can be Tony-ish, but I can't. I'm the originator of something. You know what I'm saying? When you put an ish on it, that's an adjective. That means you're being like something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So no, but yeah, but the powers that be in his lane of profession are the Khazars, are the Jewish community. So of course they don't want to hear they don't want the world to know the truth. They want the world to think that, oh, we're God's chosen people, and this is why we are in the financial position that we're in.
I think Nick Cannon did so much of a good job of keeping his image and whatever he has had to a minimum, because they probably would have used propaganda against him and try to pull up bullshit like him probably having, you know, Me Too movement and all that. So I think he's so not squeaky clean, but because I was surprised they would have went at that and went to that lane. But he's so, I guess people think he's a cornball, but I think he protected his image so much. He was smart enough not to get into stupid shit. Because
I'm here to tell you, Eminem, I think Nick Cannon to beat your ass
in real life.
You probably win every rap battle. Fuck, hell, I might win a rap battle against Nick Cannon, but Eminem, he'll beat your ass. But yeah, man. So I mean, but
I hated that too. Just not to cut you off, I hated that when people was like, "Y'all don't know M gonna kill him on the track." I'm like, name one career M has ended
in rap music.
Yeah, just name one career he has ended. 50 ended some niggas,
right?
But what had one nigga that you can say that M just really ended his career?
What's your boy that played on the Captain America movie?
You talking about Clarence Mackey or something like that?
Anthony Mackie.
He played Red Hawk or something like that.
Red Hawk. Whoever that guy was, that's the only career I know Eminem ended.
Papa Doc.
Papa Doc. Yeah, that's the only career I know Eminem ended.
You talking about Papa Doc? Yeah, nah, that's the only one. Like,
so speaking of rap, who would you say your top 5 rappers are?
Don't get offended, people. This is my top 5. Let's throw it out there.
So first of all, you shouldn't have to throw that out there. It's your top 5.
Because, you know, people think this is literal. If I had to put a top 5, it got to be in order or it just got to be...
Man, it's your top 5. However you want to spit it out.
Let's see. Tupac.
Okay.
Biggie.
Okay. Generic. Go ahead.
Jay-Z.
Okay.
LL Cool J.
LL Cool J.
I know a lot of y'all cats don't want to put in there, but give that man his motherfucking respect.
LL Cool. That's interesting though. Why would you put LL?
You gotta understand. L has had a #1 record in each of the last 3 decades.
Not this last
one, but think about it. The 80s, he had hit records.
Right.
He had multiple #1 records while doing a TV show and starting to make movies.
Right.
Then
in the 90s, you mean?
In the 90s, in the 2000s, he did have a #1 album and everything. Because you got to think about it.
Right.
So that's 3 decades of #1 albums.
Right.
He made movies.
Okay.
So that it's like his business acumen and his rap acumen.
He didn't die in 2 horror films. You notice that?
Hey, and
nobody
also you gotta understand. I know nobody wants to give him his just dues on because he made, but you know he's battle tested on that mic. He's win at cats. He win at cats. I mean, if you want to say he didn't win,
I think he lost the cannabis.
Okay, but he's not scared to get on the mic.
Yeah, we know LL.
Then what's to do? I go to work. He went out with him.
Kumo D.
He went, and some say he killed Kumo D.
I think he had a better beat than Kumo D.
He say, but he's a lyricist. He makes good music because you gotta understand that, you know, he did song with Boyz II Men. He made love songs for chicks, but he also made hip hop beats too. So it's like you can't knock him. The man is a package, a real. He's the
LL is the only man in the world that can go have a concert and take your girl, your mama, your grandma all at the same time by licking his lips. So I give you that.
Rap. And it's not like he's a pretty boy that couldn't rap. Like, nigga couldn't rap. Like, no homo, but like he could rap and actually make good music. So that's why you got to put him on there. I don't know every album by this nigga. Don't get me twisted. And people's like, you can't. It's not about that.
You just saying who his like who
his arguments. I can't. I just be like, why is he left out? Like, I put him, and now to round up my top 5, it's kind of hard. I know cats want to put Nas up there, but
it's your top 5.
No, I know that's what I'm saying. But if I had to put in there, and I know people gonna take this way left, Master P gonna be my number 5.
Make them say,
hell yeah! I'm always gonna be a fan of Mac. Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
I'm about it.
They say, stop hating about it. Hey man, that nigga was on body in the garage talking to himself. Say friendly.
Hey,
say friendly.
I'm About It is probably top 5 one of the best hood movies ever made. I give him that.
Better than Baller Blocking us?
Hell yeah, better. Who the fuck watch Baller Blocking?
You from New Orleans?
I just recently heard an interview with Birdman talking about Baller Blocking was a classic. I had to cut that shit off. How you gonna live
Hey, I'm
there and
talking
say
about his
Baller
name was
Blocking?
Beatrice on that movie.
That's a Birdman. I don't have no beef with you. I know what you did out on them streets. I don't have a beef with you, but I do have a question. Why the fuck would you name yourself Beatrice in the movie?
Beatrice, get it right.
Don't tangle and twist it. Oh man, interesting. Like you thought that was gangster. I don't know, man. I help me, man.
But
and support the goddamn show if you hear
They
it.
say honorable mentions. Nas. It's really just Nas. I'm trying to just think about who just
What about
DMX.
Lil Wayne? Lil Wayne.
If Lil Wayne would have stopped after,
Who the fuck is Lil Wayne? First
if Lil Wayne would have stopped after the Carter 3, he could be so.
Drake?
I agree, yeah.
Drake built them.
Fuck no, he could never be in my
What
top
about
5.
UGK though?
I'm from Texas, people. I'm born and raised in this
I
great
fucks
state of
with
Texas.
UGK though.
I fucks with them, but I just never been a big fan.
Right.
They have great songs, don't get me
Right.
wrong, but it's just, if you saying it's my top 5, I'm not putting them up there.
I feel you.
But
Who
you
would
can't say
say
that to
from
anybody
Texas?
not in Texas.
Well,
then.
who would you put for represent for Texas though? Who you think represent for him?
Paul Wall, Chameleonaire, Mike. Say, well, I mean, I think it's more because a lot of them was producers.
Scarface.
I was gonna put him in there. You didn't say top. You didn't say he had to be in
No,
order.
I just said who you think was like top dog that put on for Texas.
Oh, Scarface, no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about just top 5 in Texas.
Okay.
Yeah. Scarface, no doubt. At some point, a lot of people could consider him the king of the South. Some argue because
Yeah,
you
I
remember
can
when
feel that.
T.I.
I can feel
and
that. I
Little
mean-
Flip was beefing at one point.
I mean, Scarface really was one of the early pioneers. You know, shout out to the Ghetto Boys, Willie D, Bushwick Bills, Jay Prince, the whole thing, man.
Yeah,
shout
yeah,
out
Rap
to
A Lot.
Rap A Lot, yeah. DJ Screw, all them cats, man. You got to shout out to them boys.
Who's
man.
top 5 from New Orleans outside of Lil Wayne?
Top
from
5?
LA, from Los Angeles, from Louisiana. Outside
Like,
of Lil Wayne. We know Lil
Outside,
Wayne.
who the fuck is Lil Wayne? We gonna have to get him right, y'all. His name is Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
Yeah, say Lil Wayne. Say it together, Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what that nigga say on Boondocks? Appreciate it, Wardy. That nigga was
Thank you,
mooching.
Wardy. But look, top 5 of Louisiana, or
Yeah.
are we saying who would you say could you say
Coming out of
the middle?
Louisiana.
Outside of Louisiana?
No,
who would
in
you say?
Louisiana. Coming out of Louisiana.
In Louisiana, man.
Outside of Little Wayne.
No particular order though. You know, you gotta, of course, you gotta salute Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne took that rap shit way farther than any other New Orleans rapper.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like he's everywhere. He's all over the world. You know. In New Orleans, I think who has the most love maybe Soulja Slim. I like Juvie. You can't overlook Mystical. He had a moment. You can't overlook Master P. No. You know. I hate that the brother's career got cut short because of incarceration, but you can't forget about Mac. Mac was one of my favorite. You know. We can't forget about B Jizzle. And then, you know, outside of New Orleans, you kind of got Lil Boosie and Webby. You can't overlook them brothers. They had their movement for a little minute.
Mm-hmm.
Boosie and Webby. Boosie still doing his thing. Boosie, I be watching your videos,
That
bro.
nigga should be a comedian. You see
Oh
the one he
my
talking
God,
about
he should
Vlad
be a
about R.
comedian.
Kelly? He said R. Kelly is the greatest of all time. I said, that nigga kind of funny. He could have been a comedian if he would have tried.
I think, man, Boosie got a shot, man. Boosie, if he ain't a comedian, I would love to hear him on the radio. I think he should have a podcast for sure.
Yeah.
You know, and hopefully him and Webby can deal with their situation and hopefully come together. But if they can't, I understand.
Man, them early days of them, when they first popped out, when they came to Texas, when they music started popping
Right.
in Texas, that's the Boosie I love.
Yeah. But, you know, you had those guys. But speaking of rappers just, you know, venturing off, did you hear about the Kanye West running for president shit?
Shout out to my Gemini brother. That's what I'm gonna say on that.
Okay. So you ain't got no love or hate for it, huh?
I have no hate against Kanye.
Would you vote for Kanye?
Hell yeah, might as well.
What would be your reasoning for voting for Kanye?
What am I going to get out of? We seen what we got out of Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Biden do shit as a vice president, really, to me. So what could Kanye really do wrong that's already fucked up in America? Besides make us more fashionable.
Good question. I hate them ugly ass Yeezys though. I mean,
Nigga said
when you say it that's not already messed up in America, you saved it. But don't ever preface it that what can Kanye do wrong?
I hate the hate he gets so much. That's the only thing. I hate the hate he gets so much. Yeah, he do some extreme shit, calling another man father. but it's like I hate the hate he gets. So
That
much.
ain't your father.
Yeah,
there's
like-
nothing wrong with calling your father.
But I think his real father's still alive. I think I want to believe. So it just
that nigga somewhere else calling somebody else's son. Like I have no.
Better make sure you keep that check coming in though, son.
Man, I found out something recent about Kanye, man.
What?
He is a billionaire.
He's more richer than Jay-Z net worth wise.
Right. I did not know that.
Yeah, so Gap, when he signed a contract with Gap, he owned his name. He was fucked over by Nike with the whole Jesus, what's the name? His first Nike fucked him over because he was just came on as he came over as just a consultant or a designer, but he didn't get paid for it. So yeah, like Nike messed him over. So he realized after that he got money from Adidas. Then he started getting a clothing contract from Gap. So yeah, he's a billionaire.
So Kanye doing his thing.
Oh, and he talks.
I mean, I to me, that's why I vote for him. Mm-hmm. Any man that comes from nothing to actually become something, he became a billionaire. You know, I'm happy for a cat who just go in business for himself or get a good job, man. And this brother come from nothing to become a billionaire. So I kind of salute him for that. I mean, I don't have nothing to do with him choosing Kim Kardashian or all the other stuff. To me, that I don't care about all that other stuff.
Oh, I don't care if the relationship is still going.
It is.
I don't hear nothing. They're not like your boy, the Entanglement Crew. He's not. I like you
the
really.
Entanglement Crew.
The Entanglement Crew.
That's a good. That's a good name. That might be it.
I mean, whether we hate Kim and all them, whatever, it is what it is. If you notice, Kim is stuck behind him through his craziness,
right,
and you can't say it's just money because at one point she had more money. Who just say
that the Kardashians are bad for relationships? I don't know why cause we jump into that, but I'm like, I look at how many the dudes that go crazy about him. Like, what if they'll flip a dude over and blowing his ass? I don't fucking know. Like, what is they getting out of getting with a Kardashian?
Just looking at face value, Kim could have left Kanye a long time ago,
right?
Because at one point, I think he said he was close to going in debt. Kim stayed there. Like, what she had really to gain? She gave this man 3 kids. Like,
they got 3 kids?
They got 3 kids. Last one was I think it was a surrogate. The last one was a surrogate.
A surrogate?
Yeah.
So what's the first child name? Northwest?
And I forgot the West of them. The West.
So we got North, South, East, and West.
All I'm trying to say is, man, with just their relationship, you don't really get no soundbite within the relationship.
Right.
Like, outside you probably see some shit, but just on the strength, like, they stick behind that man.
At the end of the day, these celebrities are regular people. My homeboy always say, man, people put these cats on pedestals like they not regular people, man. These are all regular people, which mean they're going to have some ups and downs. They're going to have regular greatness and they're going to have regular downfalls. You know what I'm saying? It's just, they always got a magnifying glass on the celebrities. You know what I'm saying? But,
would you vote for Kanye?
Yes. I just told you, he's a black man that came from nothing to become a billionaire. And I don't believe in voting. So with that combination, what harm could I really fucking do voting for Kanye?
My predicament probably ain't going to... Well, shit, we may get more money for fashion. If he give us a fashion allowance, I'm not going to take the money.
Well, he backed out of the election. Like, right when I was getting ready to go sign up to vote, he backed out.
For real?
Yeah.
Kanye. He probably just did it to help Donald Trump out. But you still my dude. I didn't approve when they said they put a hit out on your life when you make those comments of slavery being a choice.
I mean, we don't know what that'll be, but I mean, in today's presidential election, you got, in my opinion, Joe Biden, who's a closet racist, maybe even more racist than Donald Trump. And then you got Donald Trump, who's, I'm not going to hide the fact that I don't like poor people of whatever. You know what I'm saying?
So it's like allergic.
I mean, Donald Trump is, if there was a Rick James award, Donald Trump would have won that shit about 7 years in a row. Like, Donald Trump is, Donald Trump is as about ignorant as it comes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's seriously, to me, I'm not a big politician believing person. I don't believe in politics like that, but I do know, like, when you got Barack Obama, right, who's very clean cut, very diplomatic, very tactful. He move in a strategic way. You know what I'm saying? His brothers, the brother's so goddamn smooth, he should have been a pimp or a pastor. You get what I'm saying? But then you get Donald Trump, who's just reckless. Donald Trump is like a wagon with no wheels on it. He just screeching up and down the sidewalk. Like, it's unbelievable. You put a camera in front of him, he's going to say some shit that's going to offend 65 to 87% of America. You know what I'm saying?
I got a question. If our vote mattered, how did Donald Trump get elected?
I mean, maybe
No,
a lot of your neighbors wanted a guy that would say the things that they couldn't say without being fired.
So to my next extent, the people we think that are our friends are non-black friends.
Right.
We really got to look at them because I'm like, if our vote matters, who voted for him?
Right.
We know electoral votes, but if our votes really matter, who really voted for him?
Right.
Because he won. I think they say he did win the popularity votes.
Yeah.
So I
mean, if he lost him, it was very close.
So
that means it's a lot of people who think like Donald Trump.
And that's the non-bigot people who have Confederate flag on their wall, on their thing.
I'm here to tell y'all, Joe Biden thinks like Donald Trump, whether you like it or not.
He just more diplomatic about it.
You can YouTube Joe Biden. Joe Biden says nigger. Everybody who thinks that Joe Biden is some kind of savior, I want y'all to YouTube him and see what he says about you as a black person. Do not think this man is some kind of savior. That's all I'm saying.
We'll still go vote for him, but go back to the Kanye West. We'll just find reason not to vote for Kanye West because he just says that's why I just be so.
Well, one major reason you're not voting for Kanye West because he just removed himself from the presidency.
Well, let's hypothetically we take that off the table.
Okay.
It's just one of those things. Joe Biden, like you said, is on YouTube saying the N-word.
Right.
Clearly, he should not be saying it, but we'll still go vote for him just to get Donald Trump out of. So at that time, a lot of black people.
So you're saying Democrats just use the fear of the Republicans or the big bag boogeyman, right? To get us to get their vote?
Yeah,
so they don't really care either.
They all still go to the same place to eat lunch, Democrats and Republicans.
Right after they debate.
They go to the same country club.
Wow. That's interesting.
You got.
Right.
All the difference between them is just last names. This is your name is Johnson, my name is Taylor. That's the only difference. We just come from two different families, but we have the same agenda.
So we work in two different hustles.
We work in two different hustles that ultimately equates to us still staying at top. Right. Even if Donald Trump lose, and he probably get on Twitter and talk about Joe Biden. In the back of his mind, he know the everything is not gonna change. They're still in charge. I got another dude who's passive aggressive with it. Joe Biden represents the father of Get Out, where Donald Trump represents the mother.
Right.
So I feel like I don't think Donald Trump really gonna be heartbroken about losing.
I saw Get Out. I wasn't impressed with that movie.
Get Out?
No, I wasn't impressed with that one.
Why?
No, I'm sorry. Get Out was good. I'm sorry. I got it mixed up with this.
Talking about Us.
Us. This Is Us. I wasn't impressed with that. Get Out was awesome. I'm sorry. Let me correct that, y'all. Get Out was awesome.
I like horror movies, so.
It wasn't even a good horror film.
No, I'm saying I don't like it, but I don't like horror movies. But when I watch it, it wasn't a horror movie. It's just, I think the only thing I kind of cringed at when she broke the girls at the end, when they showed what happened when she was a little girl and she broke her, whatever this is right here,
right
on her throat. That's the only thing that kind of made me cringe in that whole movie.
He meant to say throat, y'all.
Throat, what?
Right I know what he said. Her vocal cords, so she couldn't speak. I like Jordan Peele. I think he's going to do an amazing job with that Candyman that's supposed to come out recently.
I seen the trailer. It was pretty dope.
It better be good because I didn't like that Us. That one, and I understood the message behind it, y'all. It's just to me,
I didn't
it just
understand
wasn't
it.
good.
Go ahead, you can explain that to me a little bit.
I mean, it talked. The people who was underground was pretty much representing the forgotten. Well, the folks up top was kind of much the privilege. And it just tells the privilege that the more you keep treating the less fortunate of America as the forgotten, eventually we're going to take over. That's pretty much the idea of it.
Yeah, they just stood
That's what I
big
took
ass
from
line from in the ocean, and I'm like, I see why y'all stayed at the bottom. Y'all going in here holding hands going across the ocean. Most of y'all gonna drown now.
And they're showing that's what happens when the forgotten stick together. Either we can even cross the ocean. We that powerful. You know what I'm saying? But I mean it's all good, man. We good. It seemed like every real person that comes up and speak the real shit, with the exception of Dave Chappelle, it seems like they try to shut them down, whether career-wise or shit. Hell, they even kill them. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're talking about a Nipsey Hussle, who I believe was assassinated, you're talking about a Tupac, Medgar Evers, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. You know, we can talk on that level, or we can talk about people who you just ruin their career like a Lauryn Hill.
Mm.
You know, it just seems like anytime you stand for what's real and what's right, sometimes you're not going to be the popular person. You're not going to be the top one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's one of those things. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, Nick gonna have to realize that that's what come with the territory, and I think it's about to be a snowball effect, not going uphill, but going like it's about to he's about to lose momentum.
So you saying it's a lot of cats gonna be Terry Crews?
Don't even bring that guy up in my presence. What the fuck did he work out for?
I have no idea.
Ain't no way a nigga gonna touch my genitals and I'm just gonna sit there. Bro, you about, and they showed a picture of the dude. The dude look like he about 160, 180 soaking wet.
So what is muscles for if you gonna let somebody?
Why are you pumping that iron? Where are you going? Clearly you don't play sports no more. You telling me?
So you telling me he really Damon in real life? That's what we saying?
You gotta realize some of his best roles he played. Think about it, because he played on Soul Plane. And he had a little moment.
I don't remember him on Soul Plane.
He was the he told old boy, he said, go get your little girl. He said, yeah, I be because you remember what's the dude that used to have a sports talk show on Fox Sports Net? You remember he was going to go get his daughter out the club. He was going to get his daughter at the club. Terry Crews was like the bodyguard or the bouncer. And he started telling, he said, my daughter's up there.
He was on Soul Plane?
Yeah, he was on Soul Plane.
I'm sorry, y'all. I couldn't get through Soul Plane. I love you, Kevin Hart, but I couldn't get through that shit. Go ahead.
Yeah, nah, he was on Soul Plane, and he basically played, yeah.
Well, I mean, I saw Friday After Next. You know what I'm saying? I did see that, but I don't know what's up with Terry Crews, man. Terry Crews is Terry Crews, man. Why are you fighting the wave, brother? That's all I ask, man. Why are you fighting the wave? What do you have against us, man? You know.
Your girl stuck her neck out for him, and I think she ended up losing her job.
You talking about Gabrielle?
Yeah, Miss Union.
Senior?
Yeah, Miss Union.
That's
Miss Union, Gabrielle Union. She stuck her neck out and he left her high and dry. Like apparently, yeah, like he basically like he basically let it know he letting cats leaving them out to dry.
He said he gotta get that check.
That's when they pull your coattail. You want that money, you gonna do as I say.
Hey man, so be careful.
50 Cent.
Anybody doing an Old Spice commercial, man, they coming for you, brother.
I think Ja about last year he kind of called out. He's like 50. You only go at people that look like us. Why you don't never go at none of them white boys? Ja, I mean, ja, I know people didn't catch it, but Ja was making an interesting point. Like,
he got a point.
Like he has a good point about the situation.
That is interesting because right now he's super defensive of of Eminem. Like 50 Cent, you can't say, if you don't say Eminem is the greatest rapper of all time, 50 Cent trips out. I ain't gonna front to you, 50. I'm no longer buying your liquor because of this shit, bro. I don't like that sellout shit you do. I'm here to tell you that, bro. And I'm not why. And you killed Ghost, nigga. Y'all wrote it up to where Ghost died in the end. I ain't watching no more of that power shit. I'm here to tell you that. And I'm not drinking that nasty ass liquor you had.
So that was the liquor he had anyway.
I don't even think about it. I'm going past it. Puffy got Ciroc.
And we drinking that.
Yep. Puffy got Ciroc. That's all I know. I'm not even concerned with what he got. You know what I'm saying? You tripping, 50, bro. You were fucking tripping, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, man, put that petty stuff to the side, dog. Chill out with it, man. We need more soldiers. We need help out here, man. It's real.
It's real.
Stop with the foolishness. You know? Stop with the foolishness, man. Why? This is not a time for you to hate your brother. You got a whole disease. You got COVID-19, a virus going around affecting folks' daily lives, man. You still got the police, you know what I'm saying, willing to kill you for nothing. Why are brothers beefing over little stuff? Why are we tripping over the smallest things, bro? We that insecure? Are we, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't want to hear that, but are we? We tripping about the littlest stuff. Why I gotta step harder than... Man, look, I'm here to tell y'all, bro. A wise man knows it's better to have 10 men with $1 million in their pocket than to have one man with 10 million and 9 with nothing. You should understand that. You know? You gotta build horizontally.
That's why I don't understand, like, even if you don't agree with Nick Cannon, just shut up. This
like, that's not an option.
That's a best option. Like, voting, me not voting is me exercising my right. So you not talking is exercising the right. I may not agree, but I'm gonna keep quiet.
Man, all these people.
And push come to shove.
You didn't vote, so you shouldn't say nothing. Man, shut your dumb ass up. You voted, so you shut up.
What Martin say? Sit your dumb ass down.
Dumb ass down. You didn't vote. Look at my pendant. I have a pendant that said I voted, so I contributed to. No, you played their game. So if you played their game, you have no right to be mad at the outcome.
When you talk to older black people in your family, can you say what they were excited about after going to school with white people? Can you really, like, if civil rights really helped us out and we got the vote and voter suppression was stopped in the 30s and 40s, I don't really hear black people talk about a great time in America, even the 40s, the 50s, after the civil rights. Like, I never hear common black people.
Well, voting suppression actually stopped in like the 50s, 60s.
Okay, well, just going from there. Your mama, your uncles, grandmas. I don't never really hear talk highly of what happened to them afterwards.
Well, I mean, another thing happened in the 60s. The percentages of single black moms went up afterwards. It went from late 60s to 26% to 2020 at about 78%, something like that.
I think what
way too goddamn
let me make it more clear. Like, they talk about civil rights like it really did something for black people. And I'm like, I really don't hear black people really talk about civil rights, like what they got out of it. They didn't get no stimulus checks. They didn't get no, what they got besides sitting at the counter with white people. Like, that's what I really mean.
We got Martin Luther King's birthday. So
did we just get that like in the 90s or something like that?
Hey man, it's a day off from school. That was
but it's not a paid holiday.
It's not a paid holiday?
You do not get paid for Martin Luther King's Day.
Who the fuck is Martin Luther King, bro? We're going to get that right today. Martin Luther King the third.
His mama called him MLK. I'm going to call him MLK. You can say
MLK. Yeah. Martin Luther King Jr. Not the third. The
I
third
think
is
his name is actually Michael. I think he actually got his name changed, but I may be wrong.
So it's Michael?
Yes, he actually
do not listen to him, kids. Please do not. If y'all hear this, it's Martin
Lutheran King.
Yeah, Luther.
I'm about to start this. I'm about to learn how. I'm gonna go back to school and get my English right, y'all. So I'm gonna work on it.
I don't know why they don't teach. They like don't really give you the real truth of Malcolm X. I hate that shit.
Everything I know about Malcolm X, it was self-learned.
Right. It has to, because they're not going to tell you. They literally tell you that Malcolm X was, he was very rebellious to the American government. Like he preached violence until he went to Mecca.
Basically, he was Killmonger.
Right, and he wasn't. Malcolm Little might have had his history, but once he became a part of the Nation of Islam, Malcolm X was very calm. Very relaxed, very disciplined. Like, they don't even have stories of him ever even cheating on his wife. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if folks even know that.
Yeah, nah. I think even in the movie, when he was about to get ready to, he was talking on the phone to, what's her name? Betty Rice, which AKA on the movie, I think, what's your girl name?
Betty Shabazz, y'all.
Betty Shabazz, but Angela Bassett character. Right. And the CIA was looking at, he was like, he makes, they were basically comparing and said that MLK, Martin Lutheran King, he was not the same, he's not even the same compared to Malcolm X, because all Malcolm X's do is study and talk to his wife.
Yeah. I mean, the Nation of Islam is look, y'all, I'm here to tell you, I don't believe in any religion. I don't judge nobody's religious beliefs. I think if you become a part of something and it make you a better person, ride with it, and I'm proud for you and I'm proud of you. You get what I'm saying? But I've seen how brothers change once they started even speaking with the Nation of Islam. Like, and it's crazy because
it's a whole lifestyle change.
Right, and they get such a bad rep, but I'm like, man, they are extremely disciplined. And I'm not talking about Tyrone, who you see on the corner, who talking about, yeah, I'm with the Nation of Islam, but you see him with a ham sandwich talking to a white woman. I'm talking about brothers who really with the movement, man. They are very disciplined brothers. Yeah. Some of them don't even cuss at all.
Yeah, nah, they can't even. They don't drink. They don't eat pork. They gotta keep their hair. They're super soldiers, so they gotta keep their hair trimmed, and they can't rock no beard. They can have a mustache. Like, it's a lifestyle change with them. And if you see their women, like, one thing I like about the Islamic faith, but just the Nation of Islam, a part of it, is their women is just as disciplined. Like, their women is they talk about, food, like they're in charge of feeding their husbands, their kids, teaching their kids the right type of thing, like not speaking too much or just doing extra stuff with their husband. Like, we live in a society now where it's okay for a woman to out-talk her man in public or speak against them, and we just supposed to accept it. Like, they understand speaking words into your man or know when to speak. Not that saying he's in charge of you, but she knows the anatomy of him and making him, he's the protector. Like, that's one thing I do like about the Nation of Islam and looking at their women. Like, they still can be women. They don't look like as their servants to their man. They know they stand side to side with them, and they know, I ain't gonna say know their place because it sounds bad.
It seemed like to me the Nation of Islam teach the women that you're actually the more important part of the family. Not only do you bear a child, but you are going to be responsible for the child's behavior from the developmental stages of life. Because a man is probably going to be out providing, protecting, so therefore a woman is going to be there teaching the child certain things, communication, a little bit of history, cleaning themselves, things of that nature, things that pretty much build our character.
And it's like you never meet when you kind of see them, you never see them. They're not loud, obnoxious, raunchy, and nothing like that. They're always calm. Like, I like a calm voice. Like, it's something about that. It's like they're always calm. Something about them is just always calm. And it's just like that right there to me is like that's the natural laws of order. It's just now I've seen like the natural laws of order is just fuck it. Like, let's be the opposite. Men gotta be like women, and if you're a heterosexual man, you're acting like a female if you cry or whatever that may be. And it's like women can be loud, obnoxious, be equal, but they don't have to be responsible for the most part. Or accountable. Like, we can do everything a man do, unless it's to talk about anything.
But we don't want none of the punishment.
We don't want to lift heavy boxes, but we feel like we should get just to be paid as much as him.
Right.
Like, and it's like, I'm not knocking no one from being independent, but it's just, I noticed with them, it's still a natural law of order, and they speak highly of their women. Like, that's one thing, when I be watching some of the stuff, they speak highly of it. Like, the men speak very high. They tell you they can't even move without their
because
women.
they acknowledge there's some good sisters out here.
Yeah.
And they are some good sisters that stand by their man, know not to, step over him, make him belittle him, anything like that, but only just curve him right. I always say figuratively, ladies, you supposed to straighten your man tie before you go to work. In other words, before he step out of here to the world, make sure he got his sword and his sword, axe, and his shield with him. Because he's about to go to war with dealing with the world, man. So it's your job to get them together. It's your job to lean upon them. You know what I'm saying? It's your job to be there for him, because trust me, he's leaning on you. A real man is going to lean on his woman. He's not afraid to say that. It doesn't mean I need you. It just means that, hey, you make me better. And I'm here to tell you, fellas, if you with a lady and she don't make you better, then maybe you need to, make your move. You get what I'm saying?
Yes,
but,
sir.
Man, it was beautiful sitting here talking with you guys. But, of course, we at the moment where I got to let you guys go, man. It was good talking to you. Man, I hope to get back with you guys. Y'all check me out. I'm going to give y'all something every week like it's promised. Man, Chief, say peace out to the people.
Hey, man, peace out. I'd like to do a couple shout-outs. First, I want to appreciate you for letting me come on your show, man. I'm humble and blessed, brother.
No doubt.
Look, man, I speak highly of this man. He used to be my barber instructor. So we've been knowing each other for a while, and we've been debating since we've been knowing each other. Like, our first interaction was a debate, and then we ended up becoming real close. Man, I really just appreciate you, but thank you for letting me come on. Hey,
no doubt.
And go ahead, my bad.
Man, a few people I want to shout out. Also, man, a few productions I want to shout out. I want to shout out Lazy Boy Productions for letting us get our work out, man. They always do a good job. My sound is great. My views are great. My visuals are perfect, man. Big shout out to them. I want to get a shout out once again to them boys down there at Kingsman, man. They get us always right. Always get me right.
That's where I go.
You know what I'm saying? Anytime I want to have a good time and get a good meal, I go to the Daiquiri Shop. That's the name of it, you guys, the Daiquiri Shop. I also want y'all to check out K. Jules Cookies. There's some good stuff.
Yeah.
And, man, anybody want to plug, brother?
Man, you basically shouted it out, man. I have nothing else. Oh, also, we on Instagram, MIB Podcast. I got a podcast too.
Man, check out MIB, y'all.
They said we talk about finances and everything. And also, you can follow me on Snapchat, Chi the King. You also can follow me on Instagram, artist name Chi. And you can follow me on Facebook, just Shelton Chi.
Right on, man. And like he told y'all, MIB, y'all check it out. If y'all need help with business tips, branding, marketing, advertising, anything, I suggest you guys check them brothers out. MIB, man, they good stuff.
Yes, sir. There we go.
Alrighty. And we out.